Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into something you literally have on right now, but probably don't think twice about: your clothes. I mean, have you ever stopped to wonder just what goes into the massive scale mechanics of global garment manufacturing? How does a buyer's initial sketch turn into thousands of physical t-shirts on a retail shelf every single day? We're talking about enough clothes to outfit an entire stadium of fans in just 1 week. Well, to answer that, we're going to use a really fascinating case study today. We're taking a deep dive into the anatomy of Nile Textile Industries, a massive garment hub operating right out of Egypt. We're going to peel back the curtain and see exactly how a modern, export-ready apparel platform actually functions. Now, to really get Nile Textile Industries, or NTI for short, you have to understand their core philosophy. Their positioning is crystal clear: garments first, integrated textile strength behind it. And look, this isn't just some catchy PR tagline, it's actually the precise focus of our whole journey today. NTI is built from the ground up as a massive garment-led operation. They are absolutely hyper-focused on producing garments first and foremost. But they back up that apparel production with powerful in-house textile capabilities, so they completely control their own destiny when it comes to delivery and quality. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for the explainer. Number 1, the garment-first approach. 2, manufacturing at massive scale. 3, the apparel product portfolio. 4, buyer brief to export. And finally, number 5, integrated support and value. Let's get to it. All right, starting off with section 1, the garment-first approach and their foundational stats. So, these stats, they give you a real sense of the sheer gravity of this operation. Established back in 2007 and located in Giza, Egypt, NTI operates out of a staggering 83,000 square meter facility. To put that into perspective, you're looking at an area roughly the size of 11 full-size soccer fields. It is absolutely immense. And, to keep a beast of a facility like that running, it takes serious human power, 1,100 workers to be exact. That's 1,100 people collaborating under one roof, acting as the beating heart of this export platform, shipping to major markets everywhere from the US and Canada to France, Spain, and beyond. Moving right along to section 2, manufacturing at massive scale, specifically looking at volume apparel programs. 25,000. Let that number just sink in for a second. That is the number of garments produced by Nile Textile Industries every single day. 25,000 pieces of apparel output daily. When a massive global brand places a volume apparel program, this is exactly the kind of mind-boggling scale they require. It's an incredible volume of continuous, rhythmic production. But how do you actually achieve an output of 25,000 garments a day? Well, you need some serious hardware. We're talking 540 garment sewing machines installed directly on the factory floor. That is the engine driving this output. Oh, and it's not just straight stitching either. They also have 15 embroidery heads on standby, ready to add detailed logos and designs whenever a buyer needs them. And stepping onto the factory floor, wow! This is what that scale actually looks like in reality. Just look at the rows upon rows of sewing stations, the bright industrial lighting, the materials perfectly staged and ready for assembly. It is a highly organized, garment-led floor built entirely to support massive volume apparel programs. It's honestly like an industrial symphony, where those 540 machines and human expertise all combine to hit that 25,000-piece daily target. That brings us to section 3, the apparel product portfolio. Let's look at their tops, bottoms, and kids lines. So what are all those machines actually making? NTI offers a really diverse product portfolio tailored specifically for apparel buyers. On the one hand, you've got a huge variety of tops, from high-performance tees to your basic everyday t-shirts, casual tops, and even completely custom private label developments. Then on the other hand, you've got versatile bottoms, like shorts, sports pants, and casual wear programs. This right here shows their flexibility. They definitely aren't just a one-trick pony pumping out plain white tees. They have the capability to handle totally distinct styles, prints, and fabric requirements for all sorts of private labels. Now, what I find really interesting about their capabilities is how they extend across different demographics. They don't just cater to adult sizes, right? They run multi-age programs across men's, women's, boys, girls, and kids categories. So what does this actually mean for an export buyer? It means that a single manufacturing floor in Giza can effectively clothe entire families. The continuity of quality and color matching across a whole family collection is managed seamlessly, all under one roof. That is a massive advantage. All right, let's look at how this all comes together in section 4, buyer brief to export, the life cycle of an order. This is the chronological life cycle of a garment order, distilled down into 5 super organized steps. Step 1, brief and costing. This is where the buyer defines the style, the target price, the trims, and that all-important delivery window. Step 2 is development. Here, NTI creates physical fit samples, lab dips for color, and gets those print or embroidery approvals. Step 3, materials. This is your fabric prep, knitting, dyeing, printing, and crucial shade control. Step 4 is manufacturing. Boom, we hit those 540 sewing lines we saw earlier, complete with inline quality control, finishing, and packing. And finally, step 5, export. The final inspection happens, export docs are cleared, and those garments are dispatched globally. Which leads us perfectly into Section 5, integrated support and value. Let's uncover their competitive edge. Okay, this is the secret sauce. The crucial point really comes down to these 10 Unitex knitting machines. Remember back at the beginning when we talked about their philosophy, integrated textile strength behind it? This is exactly what they meant. By bringing this upstream knitting process in-house, the garment business gains incredible control. Think about it. They aren't waiting around on some third-party fabric supplier who might run late or deliver inconsistent quality. They totally control their fabric readiness. They can speed up the development of new samples, and they ensure absolute consistency on those huge repeat volume programs. It drastically cuts down their reliance on the outside world. So when you pull all these threads together, the value proposition of Nile Textile Industries just becomes undeniable. Buyers flock to them because of that garment-first scale. 25,000 pieces a day is no joke. They choose them for the integrated support, having knitting, dyeing, lab checks, and packing all happening under one giant umbrella. They offer a super strong export orientation with great international market references, plus flexible development for private labels. And the whole shebang is underpinned by strict quality control, backed up by documented certifications that give buyers absolute peace of mind.